Hey guys, this is Richie Rich here once again. Today, this video's long overdue. We're gonna take a look at my 1986 Toyota Corolla GTS Twin Cam 16 valve. I haven't made a video about this in more than a year at least. It's just been sitting in storage in the garage forever. But this year I said I'm gonna dedicate all my time towards her. Pretty much I want to go through the plans I have for her. Right off the bat you could already tell what I'm probably gonna do. It needs a repaint, but it doesn't need a full one yet. It just needs some touch-ups in certain areas, like the bumper is peeling due to age, and slight, it needs to be joined better. Minor things like that. It's almost 35 years old. Matching paint, stuff like that. The proper way would be doing body work and full professional paint, but I'll do that down the road when I have that extra money. Painting the windshield wipers as well, I plan on putting spacers on these Rainer Bookman BB Aero wheels because they don't really fit the body very well. I plan on putting 1-inch spacers on the front and maybe even 2-inch spacers on the rear, because it does not look, well, it looks good, but it could look better. Obviously, fitment is very important. So it just needs a couple touch-ups here. I'm very lucky to know that this car is 99% rust-free. Very low kilometers as well. I plan on even getting the JDM rear window visor, and also a lip from the Zenki AE86, the lip spoiler, because I think it's just really 80s like that. I also have a lip kit for these USDM bumpers and side skirts. So it's called an Era Bunny USDM body kit from the late 80s. It is stupidly rare, and I think I made a video about that. I'm not sure, but a lot of people, they swap the bumpers to JDM bumpers, but I'm gonna do it USDM style because nobody does that. Yeah, it's an iconic car, that's definitely for sure. Everybody gives me thumbs up and smiles and looks. This is my VHF UHF antenna mount, louver. Interesting story about this. The guy was selling a whole GTS in Alberta, and I just asked to buy this separately, alone. It's a long story, but I met him at the ferries, and not only did I buy this, but I bought the USDM Era Bunny lip kit, which is obviously not mounted on it, it's still in the box, but also the rare dash mat from the 1980s. He's the first owner of his when he's selling it, so everything's period correct. I also got a Recaro confetti 90s racing seat for it, as well as the passenger GTS seat. These are SR5 seats. I just put them in so it'll match. Let's go inside. 154K. There's my CB radio, 40 channel, double din Toyota radio with cassette. So that's my plan for, oh, and maybe change the wheel to a Nardi. I'm not entirely sure, but I like this, or even the stock one, the stock GTS. This is an SR5 steering wheel. So might as well start her up, right? Clutch down. Every time. Let's open her up. I plan on doing the valve covers as well. I'm gonna redo the valve covers. I need to get a new battery for it. Probably gonna get an Optima yellow top. And I also plan on buying another front grille because this one is cracked. Got a ceramic coated equal length header. When I first got this, it had to be towed home. I bought it completely by chance. I made a video about it. This is a back alley find, basically. The guy didn't even posted it for sale. It was parked under a tree, or not under a tree, under an electrical pole. I made a lot of videos about this in like 2016, and then I just parked it, and ever since then it's just been the same. Let's turn on the lights. I tried to wax the red paint as best as I can, but it's starting to fade again because the paint is so dry from, you know, age. Probably the biggest change in the last couple years was that almost 1 year ago I got collector plates. I was extremely stoked about that. I have the hubcaps for my BB arrows, don't worry. They look like 10 times better with the hubcaps on, but I just didn't want to lose them and didn't want anybody to steal them. So, but yeah guys, that's my plans so far for my GTS. It's been yeah, 5 years of ownership, and it's still, oh, I love it. I'm still crazy after all these years. But yeah guys, yeah, it wouldn't, oh, it would be so good with spacers, don't worry, it's just expensive. But yeah, that's my plans guys for my GTS. There's Expo 86 Ernie. No smoking sign. I got the non-sunroof edition, or the model. So it's better for drifting because the body's just more solid. But before we go, I want to just tell you guys the story about these collector plates. So you have to apply and you have to send our insurance company photos, a lot of photos, and one of the requirements is that the car must be all original, and it must have period correct modifications. So this is period correct because it's 80s. I mean, I could prove this is that one of the requirements is that it has to be 2 years to newer or older from the production date of this car, so I can modify parts from 1984 to 1989 or 1987. Yeah, with parts. These wheels are made in 1986, so those are legal. The CB radio is legal. So it takes roughly a month and a half to see if you get approved for collector plates. And you could tell it got approved on the 26th day of August 2019. This expires this August 2020. But August 27th, 2019, one day after, or no, it was the same day. Yeah, no, it was the same day. It was my last cigarette I ever smoked. So it's almost 1 year, guys, since I smoked my last cigarette. So I'm very happy with that, guys. So this car and the plates mean a lot to me. There's a slight leak on the exhaust, but it's okay, we'll figure that out too. I think it's coming from the O2 sensor right here. Right there. I think it's coming from there, but all good. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys like it. Man, I miss my AE86.